Okay, so this is third grade math lesson 19. So today we are going to begin multiplying by a two-digit factor. So remember, the numbers we multiply together are called factors. Factor, factor, then our answer is called the product. So we are going to multiply 24 times 2, and this is how we do it. We're going to multiply 4 times 2 equals 8. And then we're going to multiply 2 times 2 equals 4. And that's how we do it. We have to be sure that whatever digit we're multiplying by in the top factor, that our number goes straight under that digit. So 4 times 2 is 8, and 2 times 2 is 4. That is how we multiply by a two-digit factor. If you go ahead and get your books out and open your books to page 37, we'll do a few of these together. You can pause the video while you get your books ready. Okay, so here we are. So we're going to multiply 23 times 3. We're going to multiply the 3 in our ones place times 3. Then we're going to multiply the 2 in our tens place times 3. So 3 times 3 equals 9. So now we're going to go to our 2 and say 2 times 3 equals 6. So the product is 69. All right? Next we have 42 times 4. Now I'm working in your books with you, so I should have told you that before. I do apologize. So if you want to pause the video and get this in your book, then that's fine. That was section 1, letter A. And now this is going to be, I'm sorry, that wasn't letter A. I didn't write letter A up there. Here, let me put letter A up there. Sorry, guys. 31 times 3. So we're going to multiply our 1 times our 3, then our 3 times our 3. So 1 times 3 is 3, and then 3 times 3 is 9. So our product is 93. That is letter A. Excuse me. And then letter B is 23 times 3, which we did. Letter C, 2 times 4 is 8. And now we're going to multiply 4 times 4 is 16. So we're going to put our 6 straight under our 4. We multiplied at the top, and then we're going to make a nice new column for our 1. So our product is 168. Let's look at 30 times 2. 0 times 2 is 0. And 3 times 2 is 6. So our product is 60. So that is how we multiply a two-digit factor. We have one more on there, letter E, 32 times 3. So we're going to say 2 times 3 is 6, and then we're going to say 3 times 3 is 9. So our product is 96. All right, let's look at section number 2 at our story problem. It says 3 red-eyed frogs each caught 33 insects in 1 hour. How many insects did the frogs catch? So first of all, how many insects did they catch in 1 hour? They caught 33 insects in 1 hour. And how many frogs were there? There were 3 frogs. So we're going to multiply that times 3. 3 times 3 equals 9. And then 3 times 3 equals 9. So they caught 99 insects. All right, looking at section 3, we're going to write the missing addend. If we have a problem that looks like this, now remember, you can pause that video whenever you need to. If we have a problem that says 12, is it minus, what are they saying? 12 minus what equals 6. If we just come down here and subtract the difference, that will give us our subtrahend right here. So 12 minus 6 is 6. So 12 minus 6 equals 6. That is section 3, letter A. Look at the next one. We have 14 minus what equals 12. If we can subtract 14 minus 12, and that'll tell us what our subtrahend should be. So 14, if you need to write it up and down, do so. 14 minus 12, 4 minus 2 is 2. So 14 minus 2 equals 12. And then we have 15 minus what equals, what is our answer over here? Equals 11. So if we say 15 and we subtract our difference 11, that's going to give us our subtrahend. So 15 minus 11, 5 minus 1 is 4. So 15 minus 4 equals 11. That is how you will find that missing subtrahend. And now on the next one, it says write the missing addends. So this one, we're going to do the opposite to find this answer. So let me show you. So if we have 7 plus what equals 15, and I believe that is section 4, letter A. If we subtract 7 from 15, that'll tell us what our missing addend is. So 15 minus 7 equals, figure it up, equals 8. So 7 plus 8 equals 15. We found our missing addend. Letter B in section 4 is what plus 3 equals 12? If we say 12 minus 3, that will give us our missing addend. 12 minus 3 equals 9. So 9 plus 3 equals 12. And then the last one, 8 plus what equals 11? If we subtract 11 minus 8, that will give us our missing addend. What is 11 minus 8? 3, and 8 plus 3 equals 11. So that's pretty cool. Look at section 5. Write the missing factors. What times 8 equals 16? How many times can we count by 8s to get, are you guys counting by 8s yet? You probably aren't. No. So what times 8 equals 16? What is 8 plus 8? 8 plus 8 is 16. So 2 times 8 equals 16. Remember the different ways we can, the 4 different ways we can write a number factor. 2 times 8, 8 times 2, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 2 equals 16. Or we can say 8 plus 8 equals 16. 2 times 8 equals 16. What about 24? What times 2 equals 24? What times 2 equals 24? How many times can we count by 2s till we get to 24? Y'all do it. Figure out how many times. Very good. It is 12 times. 12 times 2 equals 24. And what times 8 equals 24? What can we multiply 8 by to get to 24? We know that 8 plus 8 is 16. If we add 8 onto 16, what do we get? We get 24. So that would be 8 2 times. 8 one more time would be 3. So 3 times 8 equals 24. Look at section 6. It says write the numbers. So we see 2,000, we see the words 2,725. So I always like to think of, whenever I say thousands or millions or billions, I like to think of that as my number's last name. And I know whenever I hear a last name, I have to place a comma. Okay? So if we were to write 2,725, we would write 2,000, that's the last name. I have to place a comma, 2,000, and then we just write 725. And that is how you would write that number. Next, it tells us to write 308,643. So first I'm just going to write 308. I heard a last name, 1,000. Remember what I write with my last name? A comma. 308,643. And that is how we will write our digit. And then for section C, we have 963,000. So I heard a last name, so I'm going to say 963,000. But if I have a last name, I have to have 3 more digits after it. So if it's just 963,000 and nothing else, then I have to have zeros to show nothing else. So that would be my ones, tens, and hundreds, my 1,000, my 10,000, my 100,000. Good job, guys. Turn your papers to the back side. On the back side for section 7, you're going to write the sums. And then for section 8, you're going to write the differences. Let's look at letter B on section 8. Letter B on section 8. So we have 311 minus 209. Can I say 1 minus 9? If I only have 1 pencil, can I give you 9? I can't do that. So I'm going to have to go next door and borrow. So I'm going to come over here to my neighbor and borrow 1 from him. So he has none now. And I'm going to put my 1 in front of my 1, and I have 11 now. So 11 minus 9 is 2. 0 minus 0 is 0. And 3 minus 2 is 1. So my difference is 102. And let's look at letter C together. 605 minus 247. Okay? Can I say 5 minus 7? I can't. And if I come over here to borrow, there's nothing there to borrow. So I'm going to come to my 6. I'm going to borrow 1 from that 6 and make it a 5. And I'm going to give it to this guy right here. Now he has something to let me borrow. So it's 10 now. I'm going to borrow 1 from that 10 and make it 9 and put my 1 in front of my 5. So now I have 15 minus 7 equals 8. 9 minus 4 equals 5. And 5 minus 2 equals 3. So my difference is 358. And I want you guys to go on and finish section 7 by yourself and finish letter A by yourself, okay? Look at section 9. You can either pause the video and do that now or finish up the sheet with me and come back to it, whichever you want. Section 9, write each unit of measure listed below in the correct category. And then it says to put a check by the word in the list after you copy it below. Not all the items will be filled. So day, is day a measurement of time, length, or liquid capacity? Very good. It is a measurement of time. So write day under time. Let's go straight down. What about inch? Would inch be time, length, or liquid capacity? It would be length. Very good. Write it under length. And then we have pint. What would pint go under? It's not time. It's not length. So it would be liquid capacity. Good job. What about cup? Cup would be liquid capacity again. What about minute? What would minute go under? It's definitely not liquid capacity. And it's not length, but it is time. So minute would go under time. Then we have yard. What would yard go under? Time, length, or liquid capacity? It would go under length. Good job. What about foot? Foot is length too. Good. And quart? It's not time or length. Liquid capacity. Gallon is the same. Liquid capacity. What about second? A second, very good, would be time. And what about hour? That also would be time. Good job. All right, and then look at section 10. We're going to match the correct terms. So the terms are in the green box at the bottom. In that first shape, they're pointing to one of those little dots. What are those little dots called? Where two lines come together, they form the vertex. Very good. And letter E is the vertex. And then when we have the two lines with the arrows, and they're going on and on forever, and they're never ever going to cross or touch What are those lines called? Very good, parallel lines. Good job, letter A. And then we have this shape right here. Two lines coming together, and at the vertex, it's making a perfect square. What is this right here called in the vertex? Very good, letter C. It is a right angle. And then in our shape, in our yellow shape there, the arrow is pointing to one side. I just told you the answer. So that is a side, letter D. And then letter B, we have lines that have crossed. So when we have lines that cross or intersect, what do we call those lines? Letter B, perpendicular lines. Good job, guys. Go ahead and finish up anything that is not completed on your paper. And if you're a remote student, you're going to put it right in your folder. And if you're a hybrid student, you are going to put it in your red folder to come back to class, okay?